Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Risha and this is For the Love of Classics. Today's video is going to be a TBR video and a tag video for Stay Home Reading Rush. So the Reading Rush is a readathon hosted by Ariel Bassett on YouTube. I have been subscribed to her channel for years and her videos really cheer me up. She's hosting a 4-day readathon starting on the 16th of April and it will end on the 19th of April. The point is to read as much as we can during these 4 days of April. So the first challenge is to read a book with a house on the cover, and for this I chose Ethan Frome by Edith Wharton. I basically could not find any book with a picture of a house on it. This illustration basically shows the view from a house window, and I think that suits perfectly because all of us are inside our homes at the moment and looking at the outside world from our windows. This is a short story by Edith Wharton. It is only 100 pages long. I have never read any of her books before. The summary on the back says that this is an intensely moving short novel. Edith Wharton set out to draw life as it really was in the lonely villages and desolate farms of the harsh New England mountains through the eyes of a visitor from the city trapped for a winter in snowbound Starkfield. Readers glimpse the hidden histories of this austere and beautiful land. Piecing together the story of Ethan Frome, his grim wife Zena, and Mattie Silver, her charming cousin, Wharton explores psychological deadlock, frustration, longing, resentment, and passion. And I think since we are all in a kind of deadlock situation at the moment, this book is going to be perfect. So this is my pick for the first challenge. So the second challenge is to read a book in the same room the whole time. So I'm going to use the same book for this challenge. I'm going to read this in my bedroom. The next challenge is to read a book set somewhere you wish you could go. One place I really wish to go to is Paris, France. So I have chosen Bel Ami by Guy de Maupassant. It is a story of a young man making it to the top in Paris. It is a novel about money, sex, and power set against the backdrop of the politics of the French colonization of North Africa. This is a French classic and it's a translated work. The translation is by Margaret Malden. So this is going to be my second book for the challenge. The last challenge is to read a book that will make you smile. I really hope that one of these two books makes me smile because I do not think that I can manage another book in these 4 days. But since I'm already reading The Woman in White by Wilkie Collins, I think I can count this as a book that could make me smile. Even though this is a mystery novel, the descriptions that Wilkie Collins has for some of the characters are definitely making me smile and giggle. So I'm going to consider The Woman in White as the book that would make me smile during these 4 days. I know I'm being a bit ambitious, but I want to aim higher and see what happens from there. So Ariel also asked us all to answer some of these questions about self-isolation and reading. So the first one is, how is your reading going while staying home? It was very difficult for me to start reading in the beginning of the lockdown. I tried to get some comfort in feel-good books. Thankfully, The Cranford Chronicles by Elizabeth Gaskell gave me some comfort, but it has been a bizarre couple of days because I read a lot one day and the next day I barely read a paragraph. So every day is pretty different for me regarding how much of reading I get done. The next question is, where have you been reading at home? I either read in bed before going to sleep or I sit here on the sofa and read in my sitting room. The best book which you have read during isolation, and I've only read one full book during this period of isolation, which was The Cranford Chronicles by Elizabeth Gaskell, and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. So it was definitely the best book to read, even though I do not have any others to compare it with yet. What's your favorite feel-good book? My favorite feel-good books are by Jane Austen. So I really enjoy reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, and also I love reading Persuasion by Jane Austen. Book you wish you could buy or borrow from the library. I really like this question because I have so many books on my TBR right now which I really wish I could get my hands on. I have already ordered them, but there are some delays in the shipment and I haven't been able to get my hands on them. The first one is The Plague by Albert Camus. The Plague is out of stock on Book Depository. I have ordered it from some other website, but I haven't heard back from them for 2 weeks now. Another book I'm really interested in is Infections and Inequalities: The Modern Plagues by Paul Farmer. So this is a non-fiction book. I usually do not pick up a non-fiction book, but this one looks really good and I really want to get my hands on it, but I cannot find it anywhere. It is not available on Book Depository. Some of the other bookshops are not taking online orders yet. I also really want to read A Journal of the Plague Year by Daniel Defoe. So I guess all the books I really want to read right now are related to pandemics. The next question is author you want to shout out during this time. I guess it could be any author, so I would really like everybody to pick up something by Elizabeth Gaskell because her books are cozy and peaceful and happy. North and South, Wives and Daughters, The Cranford Chronicles are all just amazing books to read right now. So that is it. I have already shared my Reading Rush TBR and I have answered all the challenge questions. If you wish to do this tag, please do so. I think this is going to be so much fun and something to look forward to next week. I'm going to see you all in my next video very soon. Bye.